Hey, Chris here with FPdesignfab. Today I'd like to show you how I fabricated the RG-1, which is the first prop I made for Sniper vs. Scout. Check it out. So here I started off with a concept model, and here is the final weapon right after I finished painting it. And you can see it started off as 3 different NERF guns that I combined together. And looks quite a bit better in the finished state. So we start all our builds with breaking down all of the pieces. If we do a NERF mod, we break it all down and sand and prime each part individually. Make sure we get a good first layer of primer. And I don't want to see any yellow coming through anywhere, so it's another reason to take it apart. I also ground off all of the NERF logos. And just do that with a file or a Dremel tool. And here is the first pass after I think I used 2 cans of spray paint on this one. And I started to put in a few little scratches with a silver paint pen. And there it is. Now the problem I had with this was the stock was way too flimsy. I mean, it's just a plastic toy, and with those 2 plastic rods it just bent and it looked kind of wonky. So I wanted to do 2 things. I wanted to beef it up, and secondly make the stock look a little bit cooler. So I did that with some pieces of sheet metal. I basically traced out the pattern, bent some tabs, and formed the sheet metal around the plastic part. You can see here I laid them in, and they're basically holding themselves into place right there, the way that I bent the tabs. And here the 2 pieces are primed with white primer. And at this point I just put a couple of pop rivets in it to secure it and make sure it's all held in place. I used a little set of pliers to just nib around that circle there to bend it in around the bolt. And here you can see it's just 2 pop rivets on the top, 2 pop rivets on the bottom, and that's it. It's a little interior view. So basically I just skinned the plastic part with metal, and there's the final piece before aging and weathering. Looks quite a bit better, and it also made the stock a little bit less flexible. There, I just scratched up the metal a little bit, which is a good thing about actually using metals. You can just scratch it instead of fake it. And so this is pretty much the completed piece. You know, it didn't take too long. I spent like a weekend on it, and for doing a pretty low budget film, it works out. So thanks for checking it out.